What's up, folks? Saturday. Just in the house watching football, chilling, enjoying the rain. The rain is about to come. I'm watching. I want to talk about something that, and there's a lot of stuff, but things that I think we all intuitively know, but we don't really respect our intuition, and we don't speak more about this common sense. It's more of a small group of teachers, I guess you would say, that they would go about and go around um, talking about it. I was watching, well, I am watching football today, and I was watching A&M, Texas Aggies, D1, um, and Utah. So when you watch them play, immediately you see that Utah got a lot of white folks on the field, and obviously the Aggies got thoroughbred ninjas on the field, and you see it. You know what's gonna happen. You know what that looks like when you put uh, melanin and side by side with the lack the lack thereof melanin. White folks, or I don't care who it is. Uh, we see the huge difference, the disadvantage off top. We see the difference. We see the difference in size. We see the difference in speed. We see the difference in height. And ultimately, we see the difference really in cognitive abilities as well. It's just that it's hard to really judge that cognitive abilities because of the large difference of the physical um, differences. So we kind of just attribute all of that. The big difference is physical, but no, it's also cognitive, right? To make the cut, that's cognitive. That's brain saying, make that move, make this next move to make that throw. That's brain saying, make that throw. That's brain saying jump this high. That's electricity. That's electrical power telling the body to move this way, to move that way. So that's reaction time as well. That's not that's the brain is determining when the body is going to react, and then the body's ability to react just because of our dense uh, abilities to be electrical. But I'm watching it, right, and I'm watching how these guys cannot get to the quarterback, and if they actually do get to the quarterback absolutely runs right around them. I mean, they are so slow, and so they're not even celebrating. The quarterback is sitting in the pocket and just throwing darts. And then who is he throwing darts to? Receivers. What these receivers are, thoroughbreds. Now, this is what really got my attention. I'm looking at these receivers and I'm starting to realize, I'm starting to think back to when I was in high school. When I was in high school, I went to it's a white school in Texas. There's about 10 of us who were black, and then the other 90% was a bunch of other people, primarily white folks, more closer to the country area. You know what I mean? And so, but when I think about it, um, we were all faster, we were stronger, we were bigger, just athletic wise, we were better, but we were only 10%. So the football teams, all of the strength, all of the speed came from us, and there wasn't even much of us. Like 10 of us in one. It was like 10 of us in my class, uh, and I noticed that God made us a certain type of way. He gave us something that He didn't give the other ones. Have you noticed how? Okay, the black guy who's about 5'10", 150 to 160 pounds, and it's a bunch of us. It's a bunch of us, and most of us have speed. Most of us are fast. They don't really make the white boys like that and the Mexican boys like that, and they really don't make like the Indian, like the guys from India. They don't make them like that. They don't make them with the masculine frame. Remember how we're strong. We have the masculine frame. They don't make them like that. If they're smaller than us, they're just smaller than us. Like if they're 160 pounds, they're gonna be chubby. And if they're not chubby, they won't have the muscular structure. And look, let's just be honest. We're not doing anything different. They think that it has something to do with the way that we were bred or whatever. Bro, we've been first of all, we've been here. You know what I'm saying? First of all, their history is not true history. That's just European academia. Like they try to control the narrative, they try to control the stories, and they would have people believe that what they say, like the whole Christopher Columbus story, the you know what I mean. We come from Africa, and the reason why, like, I'm not, look at me, I'm not what Africans look like. I am not what Africans look like. They do not look like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were here already. When I look at my grandma is hella yellow bone. Africans don't look like us, and that is not from trying to say that black white dudes were having sex with and then no, if we look, if black people have sex with white folks, we know if they're mixed or not. We know if they're mixed or not. That's just what it is. And I'm looking at how we are built different. Our structure is different. Think about that. We are literally built different, but we act as if we are the same. We're not the same. We're not the same. We are as different as polar bears and grizzly bears. We are that different, and we need to understand that, and at least teach our children that we are not the same. And you are not crazy when you see this huge difference between black people and white people and Mexican people, because I'm in Texas. We live around a lot of Mexican people, and I rarely see a Mexican guy with my stature, or someone with my brother's stature, or someone with my cousin's stature in Waco, or both of them. Both of my cousins, GNT. Uh, you know what I mean? All the black people that I know. But guess what? When black people get around black people, all that change. When I get around black people, the competition increases automatically. I'm no longer the strongest in the room. I'm no longer the top dog in the room, or at least, what I'm saying, ranking up there in the top. Look, I can be in a room full of a whole bunch of white dudes. I'm not looking at none of them like competition. And it's normally like that. I'm never looking at white dudes as competition. There is no threat. But the moment I get in a room full of Negroes, all of that change. The competition stiffens real quick. You don't know who. Uh, you don't know who is gonna run out and be the winner. You don't know that. So, and that's just something that I was observing. That's something that I was paying attention to. Like, we are a different type of people, and we need to celebrate that. We need to understand that. And y'all know, uh, when we, the thing is that we don't understand. And then here's another thing: we ain't even eating healthy. Well, I am, but the majority of us not even putting the right things in our body. Like, and the majority of us don't really understand our body. You know what I mean? And like so I'm gonna talk a little bit about the body. So when talking about the body, right? Um, I mean, I've been learning from a European perspective, meaning, we talk about the mucous membrane, we talk about the brain and the heart, and then when we talk about foods and the things that we eat, well, I may be wrong, but the African traditions look at view foods as vibrations and different levels of energy or energetic vibrations or different levels of however you would want to say it. Whereas the Europeans coming with their science, look at and looking at things in labs and trying to verify or whatever, they look at it as nutrients, amino acids, um, astringents, bitters, all that type of stuff, right? So that's the way that I know how to come about and look at it. But I think I'm finding it's pretty much it's okay. It's kind of working. So like let's say for us, we're eating their diet. We're eating we're eating their diet, and which is, I mean, it works for them. Their diet works. I guess it works for them. I don't know. It's really not my business because I am not them, and I can't sit up and tell them what to and what not to eat. But um, our our bodies, we're made of um, carbon. We're made of biocarbon, carbon atoms. A lot of carbon atoms, and the our food has to come from uh, a natural place. You know what I'm saying? And our food has to ultimately come from the plant world, which is that's we have a bunch of foods, a bunch of choices of foods, and but we were eating foods that's destroying our bodies, and we're still the strongest. We're still the most powerful, and our bodies are destroyed. And you can even go on the street corner, and you can still be like, yeah, that black dude that he out of there. He can still walk into a room full of white folks, and if he had to fight them all, he one by one, he's gonna still beat them all up. That's how powerful we are. But imagine if you switched all that bad eating off and you went to, okay, I'm gonna go with berries. I'm gonna go with watermelon. Uh, First thing, 4 or 5 hours after I eat around 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, and then that's going to be pretty much the fuel for the majority of the day. But then I'm also going to add some, maybe an hour or 2 hours later, some astringents, right? So we're going to do astringents. We're going to do part herbal, part herb astringents, and we're going to do part fruit astringents. So we're going to do some uh, a pint or two of blueberries or raspberry. Raspberry is going to tone the vaginal walls, and we're going to do some blueberries again, astringents, tone the mucosa, right? Tighten up the mucosa. We're gonna take out all the loose ends from the bad things that we may eat. Tighten up the mucosa. That way the body won't be leaking any mucus because there's no reason to. You know what I'm saying? There won't be no leaky gut because the astringents come up there and pull all the toxins. If we eat the toxins out of off of the mucus, the lining, the epithelial, as they call it. It's the lining that, like, right inside of your mouth. That's all mucosa. The inside of the nose is mucosa. The esophagus coated with the mucosa. That's this the mucus membrane we're talking about going to your stomach. It's lining all of this. It's protecting the rest of the body from the things that comes inside of the mouth, or protecting the body from the outside world. That makes it the mucous membrane, like the anal. You know what I mean? That opening right on the inside, that's the mucous membrane. It's protecting the body from the outside world. Well, when we put in the bad things in the body, that begins to become a mutated, that's the word that I made up, a mutant membrane, because it's becoming damaged and it's not operating the way that it should be operating. So now it's a mutant membrane. So you want to eat your astringents to tighten up that membrane. Uh, and like I said, the let's call they call them sugars, right? You want to get your sugars from your fruits the apple, apple, boom, excellent. The mango, boom, it's astringent and it's sweet, right? And again, the watermelons. It's not a lot in the watermelon, but there's a lot uh, um, of electrolytes in the watermelon. That's what we call H3O, or however they want to say it. Basically, fruit water. That's really where you want to get your water from, because that's where you get your electrolytes from. So we're not trying to get water in. That's not doing anything. You want to get electrolytes in. Your electrolytes come from your fruits, your watermelon, your coconut water, uh, and so that so-called sugar, those are your electrolytes. Those are your electrolytes. So yeah, uh, man. Once we start getting those things in and we shed all that fat, and then we have pure muscle, man. Do you know how great we are physically and how we look? You know how great we are and how we look if we began to take care of our bodies. If we got all the fat off of our bodies, even with fat, we still are stronger than them. We still are smarter than them, uh, and we still are healthier than them. You know what I mean? So hold on, I'm gonna pause this because I got neighbors stepping out. Then I don't want them to sit up here and hear me. Well, no, who I fuck it. But man, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what I'm talking about. Is is that I'm pretty much talking about that. I'll pause it. Well, I'll keep it up. Is that, man? Our abilities are, I don't want to say out of this world, but it almost looks as if either we ain't supposed to be here if the world has been here, or all of these other people actually did come from us and they are just like a degenerate version or a mutated version of us. And I really believe that we just came here somehow. However we got here, we got here. And all of these other people literally are just a mutated, either they are a mutated version of us or they came from somewhere else, because they are not like us. They are weaker than us. And I'm not just saying it because I'm black. I'm just saying, look around. White folks, y'all know this. Mexicans, y'all know this. Y'all know that y'all are not, like, y'all aren't stronger than us. You know what I'm saying? And don't act like y'all don't see the oppression that we go. Don't act like y'all don't see that y'all don't like us. Don't nobody in the world like us. Nobody likes us. We ain't doing nothing to nobody. We not like, how can you be lazy just being born and living? If you got trees out there, you know what I'm saying? You got forests out, you got the world, we just out there just really just chilling. And then people just come in and then they fuck with you and they take from you. And then they oppress you and they do this and they do that. And then you try to come out of it and it's like, well, why is your life like this? Why are you living like this? Or why are you doing like that? Man, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. So yeah, man, I just wanted to put that out there. And look, I'm not coming with, as you say, a lot of research. I may do it, and a lot of this probably do come from me just hearing and talking and listening. But a lot of this is just observation. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching football, and I'm just watching how, like, again, I'm not saying that we are so much better, because again, when you look at football, you look at guys like Tom Brady. I'm watching the Chargers, and they got a wide receiver. This dude name is McClunsky. He cold. Uh, uh, Nuka. What's that dude name for the Rams? Nuka or Akua. You You know what I'm saying? The cooler code. They got a lot of code guards. You know what I mean? Or let's say a white dude like uh, what's his name? A superstar in the NBA. He left the Dallas, went to the Lakers. I know what I'm talking about. I don't really care for his name anymore because I'm a Dallas Maverick fan and he left Dallas, but I'm kind of glad he left Dallas, kind of because I don't think we could afford him and I don't really think he's gonna be a winner like that. I could be wrong though. He might end up being another Luka Doncic. He cold, but those are outliers. That's not normal. You don't normally see a bunch of Lukas. You don't see a bunch of McClunstons. You see a bunch of ninjas, a bunch of niggas. That's what you see. Who's cold. And then if he not cold, then you look at him like, man, you something wrong with you. Get off the field. You're a quarterback, a black quarterback, and you're not cold. Like, now you're not a good one. You ain't you supposed to be. I would rather put a white dude over there than I put you in there, and that's really what happens. Like right now in Colorado, they had a white quarterback that was behind Shador last year, and instead of going to the portal and leaving the portal and going to play to another school, he went ahead and stepped. Well, another black quarterback, Salter, he came from Liberty or something. I don't know. He came from Liberty, but he black. He faster, stronger arm. He threw 7 to 10 today. But I guess whatever happened last week, I guess the fans not really feeling it. He put in another quarterback. He put in three quarterbacks in the first half. Put in a second quarterback, and he did. I guess he did something or whatever. And then in the last couple of minutes or two, I guess like the last 2 minutes, you know what I'm saying? He put the white dude in, and the white dude, you know what I'm saying? He was moving the ball down the field, doing good. I got 2 touchdown passes. He was balling. And Sarter wasn't even playing bad, but I mean, I was even kind of getting frustrated with him from week one. And so it's almost like, if you're not cold, then let's go ahead and put the white dude in, because that's really how society really looks at things. That's just how society is right now. That's how it's built. Like we're comfortable with what we've been comfortable with, and when it comes to football, it's just only been really in the past 10 years that black quarterbacks been accepted. I mean, that really wasn't accepted. He was black, and the moment he got sorry, I mean, he was sorry. Uh, the moment you know what I'm saying? Really, really, Mike Vick is the quarterback that made black quarterbacks be truly accepted. Because we would think that it was somebody like Warren Moon. And I remember Warren Moon came out of college first, and he wasn't drafted, so he went to like the other league, and he killed and got championships in that league. And the NFL finally went and got Warren Moon. And remember the black quarterback, the first time the Redskins black quarterback, he won the Super Bowl. Doug Williams. Soon you put a black quarterback on the field, boom, he won the Super Bowl. Then after that, I don't know what happened to him after that. But anyways, I mean, I'm just talking, man. I'm fixing to break out, man. But I just wanted to come here and put that out there. I'm gonna put this video out there, man. That us as black folks, man. First of all, we need to wake up to who we are, and two, we need to be unapologetic and not be afraid to speak. And this ain't no race thing, man. At the end of the day, man, we are the best. We are like the greatest. Like if you stop, hey, what's going on? If you really pay attention, if you stop, take ourselves out of a bad, like stop putting ourselves in bad situations, like, like, how you doing? How you doing? Like we come from, like a lot of us are born in the projects. Man, I don't even like going to the projects. And that's where a lot of us are, like in projects. Man, you know how scary it is in the projects? And you can be from the projects and be like, you scary. No, I'm not scary. Y'all niggas be wilding. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll pull up in the projects and everybody stop and look at me because I'm not from there, but I'm one of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you grow up in that type of environment? So you got to come out of that environment. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty much from the country. Pretty much. So I'm pretty much a country boy, and I grew up around white folks. So I kind of, you know what I'm saying? I kind of saw all of that. Uh, I was able to see that side and kind of see, that angle, and I didn't really see, you know, a lot of violence or anything like that. That they talk about that happening in the projects. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta we coming from the projects, and we gotta come over. We gotta rise above that, man. We not come. You know what I'm saying? Coming from Conley, you know what I'm saying? You just go to school, you go home, you know what I'm saying? You watch Looney Tunes, you eat some food, you go back to sleep, and you go home. I got my mama, I got my daddy, I got my grandma, I got my aunts, my uncles, I got my cousins, everybody around me, you know what I'm saying? They at their own crib, but I got all of that. And I'm able to go to school and see that I'm bigger, I'm better, I'm stronger than all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm smarter than y'all, but I do notice that I remember in a typing class that even though I can type fast, the teacher put me in one corner. I was black, and then she put Andre in another corner where we were by ourselves, and all the white people sat together. This is in the sixth grade. And I'm glad she did that because I really became a better typer. You know what I'm saying? I'm typing over 100 words. Even today, I'm typing over 100 words per minute. But even that class, I remember how they put us in. They act like as if we are dumb. I remember my boy, member G, came from university, and also Wayne, two black dudes, and they had them niggas in the classes with them retarded people. They are not retarded. They are not dumb. Ain't nothing wrong with them. But now I'm older. I'm looking at how they treated us and how they did it. And I remember my teacher. I was writing a paper, and my teacher was like, you plagiarized. You wrote this. I said, I didn't write this word for word. I said, I paraphrased. I did what I was supposed to do. But she gave me a bad grade. She gave me like a 70 or something like that. I said, I spent a lot of time on this. She said, well, these are big words. I said, because coach gave me a dictionary, and I've been reading a dictionary for over 2 years. So I was reading the dictionary anyways for fun. I started with aardvark. That's the first word. Aardvark. Aardvark. And I started reading the word and then learning the definitions, and I would read through the book. That's cognitive. And they are playing us, man. Don't be playing them, man. From here on out, man, I'm smarter than you. I don't care if I don't care about what I don't care what you got to say. I'm smarter than you. I'm smarter than everybody. My competition is niggas. My competition is my own people because that's really what I see in the world. Uh, you know, and I'm gonna go ahead and break on out, man. But I might come back again and post something else on here, man. But love yourself, man. Love yourself. Take care of your kids, and put the right foods in your body. Cause look, I'm starting to get older, and I think that I'm starting to pay for even the times that I relapse back into the BS foods and doing the degenerate stuff. Man, that stuff, man, the body don't. Did I just get bit by something? It looks like I just got bit by. Yeah, the body ain't trying to forgive you. The body gonna try to punish you and make you repent. And it's gonna take, and it seems like it's taking it like, okay, the body structure, you know what I'm saying, like the flat stomach and all of that type of stuff. That's there, but internally, we're paying for that. So, I'm working hard with the herbs, you know what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm doing elderberry tea. Well, what was earlier today? I didn't start eating until noon. Right before I went to the gym, I made me a smoothie, a little bit of almond milk. The almond milk ain't the best almond milk, but it don't have no sugar. It's just straight almond milk. However, they make the almond milk come from the store. So yeah, I'm better off getting the almonds, some spring water, blending those that water up. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe even some coconut water, blend up the coconut water if I had the. These are things that I would if I had more of the resources and more of the environment blend it. But I didn't do that. I just got the almond milk and put a little bit of bananas, frozen bananas in there. I try to limit the bananas because of it has a lot of sugars. Let's just say that, and it has good potassium. But I put a lot of chia seeds in there because I wanted a lot of amino acids because aminos are builders. They are builders. You know what I'm saying? They're building the tissues, right? So that's epithelial tissues, right? That's regenerate the mucus, the mucosa as well, and it also has it's a mucilage and it coats the mucosa, so it's putting in the builders. And I've been tugging on it with the stringents all in watermelon and washing it out, but all summer. The summer's almost over with, and before the summer, the majority of the spring, really, all spring, all summer. So yeah, man. So I did that today, and then yesterday. I mean, when I got back, well, while I was up there, I took a tea, and the tea was uh, elderberry, elderberry, clove, cinnamon, cayenne, 4 key limes. Yeah, that's what I was sipping on at the gym. Then when I got back home, it was a big bowl of broccoli and okra from the backyard, broccoli from the store, and I put some sea salt on it. And my wife made a little sauce from, I don't know. She put all kind of stuff. She put all kind of stuff in it, but it was herbal. You know what I'm saying? She had a little bit of garlic, a little bit of shit, just a whole bunch of stuff, like a little paste. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of everything in it, herbs, and I smashed on that. And I'm still full from that. And right now, she ended up making some spelt pancakes. So I'm like, do I want those sugars? Do I want those sweets? Because I consider flours as sweets, right? Because they break down, the flour breaks down into glucose, right? The same glucose like sugars. And so it's not as sweet to the taste, but when it breaks down in the body, it's the same effect. And the thing is that it's heavy. Flours are very heavy. You know what I'm saying? So they're very heavy, and most normally they're not nutrient dense, but it's spelt. So spelt's not gonna have as much starch in it as like pasta. That shit is straight starch. That shit you might as well be eating sugar. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it has fiber, so that fiber is gonna slow that down, but it's still way too much. So I'm like, do I want to eat that, or do I want to just let my food digest, go finish watching football? So that's just where it's at. That was me today. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and break on out, and I hope y'all enjoy this conversation.